Ty, you got any money glitches in real life? Take the last $5 in your account and go to the casino and apply for a job as you watch everybody in there gamble their life savings away. It's how do I trust? How do I build trust in myself? You do things that are outside of your comfort zone that you didn't even believe you could do, and then you're like, damn, oh shit, I did that shit. This is words I keep using most recently. I'm loving these words. Audacity. Niggas gotta have the balls, man. The audacity to try to do something, even if you know it's likely that you're going to fail, bro. It's the fact of the matter that I believed in myself enough to do it against the odds. People are losing that, bro. Everybody want to do what has been done. Everybody want to do what's safe. Everybody want to try to predict and follow somebody else's steps and all that. No, bro. How you ever going to break away from the crowd if you're doing what the crowd doing? Ty, I quit my job because my ex worked there. Any tips? Stop being so fucking weak. Unless it was McDonald's. What the hell is wrong with you? Any advice for overcoming negative mental talk? You tell that bitch ass nigga to shut the fuck up. Who asked him? That's Could you talk to yourself like that? Yo, you about to go approach a girl and your mind say, no, bro, don't do it. She out of your league. Yo, shut your bitch ass up while I go over here and talk to that bitch. Yeah, I think that's real solid, bro. I love that. I love that for me. Honestly. Yeah, I do actually. That got it? No, that's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. I'm like, shut your pussy ass up. No, bro, for real, you gotta be able to separate the strength from the weakness, bro. Real shit. In yourself. Like, yo, that was some weak ass shit, dog. Like, we ain't on that. We ain't on that. That ain't me. I don't know who the fuck said that. That must have came out of some random ass thought. I be making myself be him. Come on now. How old these niggas? I don't know, man. You should probably ask them. I do that all the time, especially when I have negative thoughts. For real, bro. It's about that conversation between you and you that matters most. He says, say someone judge a book by its cover. How would you alter someone's perception of you? It's not my job. 8 billion people on this planet. You think I'm trying to alter perceptions? I'm already giving them what I want to think about me. Spoon feeding them what they think, what I'm showing them. Everything is a choice, is it not? If you show somebody something or do something or say something and they interpret it the way that they did, you showed them that aspect of you. As limited as it is, as off-put as it may be, you still chose to show it to them. That's all you can do. Does confidence come from experience? Not necessarily. You know, there are a lot of people that say things like, you know, confidence comes from competence. That's also true. But at the end of the day, confidence just comes from trusting yourself. And you can build trust over experience. You know, or you can decide. You can literally be confident in something you don't trust. And I'm trying to come up with an example, because if I talk too vaguely or ambiguously, then y'all be like, well, what are you talking about? Like, for example, I don't know, just think of risk. Like, anytime you take a risk, you ain't even really sure or confident. I mean, like, but at the end of the day, once you decide to take the risk, that's confidence. Because you just chose to follow up and I'm going to do it. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Even if you still like, I don't know if this shit going to work or not, I'm going to still go for it, though. That's confidence right there. I'm 17, weigh 200 pounds with 2 baby mamas, twice my age. How do I tell them I want a third one? This is the first thing you do. You get timed out of my chat for even saying some bullshit like that. Just look at this weakness in the chat, bro. I can't even shoot my shot anymore, bro. I'm struggling. Yo. It smell like bitch in here. Smell like bitch in here, man. What the fuck? Is 50 on Flowers crazy? Does she deserve it? The song called If Looks Could Kill, Destroy Lonely. I thought this was a safe community. There's no such thing as safe. What the fuck is safe? You don't even never heard the word safe come out of my mouth. How you feel about your own fashion style? Brother, I wear black all day, every day. I mean, this is a yellow shirt, but I wear the same shit every day, all day. I get dressed like SpongeBob, pick clothes out the closet. Only shit I only put thought into is probably my sneakers. I do want to get into fashion more and dressing more, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not the guy to talk about fashion with. Try cracking that folks, bruh. Like, you just leave me the hell alone, bro. You talk a bit about attracting you reality towards you. It has to be in everything you think, do, see, and say. You can't even tolerate a low vibration, distracting conversations, brother. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Let's really talk like strictly. And I'm not here to say, oh, you slip up that one. Like, oh, you go to the gym 6 days a week and you had that cheat day on Sunday and blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's the end of the world, right? That's not to say that. I'm here to say, you only do shit like that once you're established. If you ain't even off the ground yet, if you ain't shit, ain't got shit, or ain't doing shit, you cannot tolerate distractions. You cannot tolerate, I'm gonna fuck around. You can't. Let the motherfuckers at the top fuck around, cause they can fuck around. They can do dumb shit. They could take a hit and make a mistake. Shit, they lose more money in a day than you probably made in your entire life, and they can still whatever. You cannot afford that, bro. You really gotta lock in, and it could start with your closest friends, family, all that, bro. The quarantine should have been people's best time to be alive. However you separated yourself from everybody else during quarantine, when you was by yourself in the crib, is what you should have been, is which made or break you. Not in life. It's not the end of the world, right? But look at somebody like me, for example. What happened quarantine, the government gave all this money back. We got sent home from college, so they refunded all this bread back. I bought Big Bertha. Big Bertha is my first PC. I ran it the fuck up on Big Bertha. And I didn't get a new PC until last February, probably a year from today, or January, sometime after I moved into this crib. It probably was like March or February. Our people, no, Big Bertha right here. She ain't dead. She the ring lights plugged into. You know what people did with their quarantine money and time? And another thing about during quarantine, I kept deleting my social media. I kept like I was literally on the edge of like disappearing from that shit overall, or posting what I wanted to see. And clearly, long story short, I post what I want to see. But I was literally like half and half. I was like, yo, I'm either about to just delete my shit and just not use this shit and just be off, or I'm gonna post what I think I should see more. I want to see more. This is what being by myself has made. Like, being by myself only made me more of a motherfucker, and I got hustling. Being away from people, being to myself, being locked in, I only work harder. I don't get bored. I don't get, oh, what's the move? Am I missing something? Fuck no, nigga. I work hard and I lock in. That's what y'all gotta develop, man. Cause guess what? Y'all too easily swayed. Y'all too easily swayed one way or another way, pushed to the left or the right. Soon as somebody hit you up, yo, let's go do this, you outside. Soon as that chick hits you up, yo, what you do? You right there. You ain't got no schedule, no structure, no routine. You won't even be able to tell her no. You can't. And all this shit matters when you coming up, bro. And even as you hustling. No purpose, exactly. So everything around you has no purpose. When you have no purpose, everything around you has no purpose. The woman you mess with, the relationship with your friends, the relationships with your family, the shit you spend your time on, the shit you think about. Everything is no purpose. All below. Yo, 5 Sunik, I appreciate the 4 bits. Mysterious Tony, I appreciate the 12 months. And shout out to all the people that's been following today. What if it's the opposite? You don't talk to anybody. Just because you don't talk to, what are you doing? Because if you ain't talking to nobody, you ain't fucking with nobody, but you just in the crib being busy, being distracted and wasting time all day, that ain't no better. You might as well be outside getting lit. If you, come on, man. It's, let me tell you something. And I know we a man dominated audience, but even for the women in here listening, this is just a bottom line barrel effect. I'm gonna just go ahead and say, a man without a plan is not a man. I don't know shit in the background. Why cook me because of my name? Bro, you still worried about it. Typical even shit. You didn't even rub it off. You didn't even rub the disrespect off and let it bounce off you like a bullet against a tank. It penetrated you. We know you soft. Make another video on nutrition, please. What's the last? I had to look at the last video I made on it. Look at this weak ass question. I'm gonna tell you why it's weak too. I ain't just gonna disrespect you and leave it there. How to be respected in a group setting if you're laid back. You ain't laid back. You're scary. You're only laid back because you're too scared to speak up or be yourself. So you're hiding by trying to be laid back. You ain't really laid back. Because a laid back motherfucker would never ask a question like that. Spark my spliff. I appreciate the big 18 months, brother.
New badge, y'all. You
scary. And not even, bro, scares the bitches away. No, that's not what scary means. Scary mean you live in fear. You just a fearful motherfucker. If you could talk all this shit, but as soon as the chick you want walk past, you gonna shrivel up and just, you scary. You could scary. This is how you know you scary. You could talk about wanting something and then somebody say, yo, let's go do it right now. And you hesitate, you scary. You was just talking. You really wasn't about it. You're scary. You avoid things, you run from things, you hesitate. You anything fearful with it, you scary, bro. Y'all remember the grandfather I did the phone call with? He be talking about how he be fucking with younger dudes at his job, right? So the younger dudes would fuck with him, right? And I forgot what he was saying to the one dude. And then my grandfather peeped that the one young dude wasn't trying to talk to the girl. And then he was like, why you ain't go talk to her? I thought you said she was cute. And he said, I don't know, I was scared, I didn't know what to say. He said, you scary ass punk ass nigga. He's like, y'all don't know what's up with your generation, man. Y'all so scary. Y'all just scared. Yo, listen, my grandfather was telling me, right? He said when he was 16, he used to go into bars. He used to go into bars, right? At night. And just talk to women every night. Now, I know older generations is there. I don't know how the fuck his parents like. I don't know what. I didn't ask all that. But, yo, he said he used to go out and be in the bars and just talk to women. Even if even if she was with her boyfriend. He was telling me stories of how, like, a chick might have been with her nigga and they might not have even had talked. They just looked at each other in a certain kind of way. And before they left, see, back in the day, it wasn't like exchanging numbers. You would probably write it down. He said she would have put her number on a note. And the next thing you know, I might have left and came to the bar back later that night and came back with her. And everybody in the bar was like, whoa. Yo, outside doing the field work, though. Make a video on checking people's temperatures. That should be the very next video to drop tomorrow. These hoes ain't loyal, brother. Don't even get me started. Yo, that's mad, bro. That affect LeBron's legacy. All right, you about say something else about LeBron's legacy and watch what happens to your legacy. My dad was on the same shit, but he from the islands. Yeah, I guess that's how niggas used to form XP back in the day. They used to go in the bars and just be talking. Older women their age, whatever the case may be. Your uncle's him? Did I just say my uncle, my grandfather? Pay attention, brother. Y'all, I just know y'all have no comprehensions. Whoa. The IQ of a fucking bottle of water is present in this chat today, man. I'll be getting bitches' numbers and not texting them. Is there something wrong with me? I'm gonna be honest. If I texted every chick whose number I got in my life, it would be too many messages. And that's the love of the game, though. You might go bag something and then never hit her up. I don't do that no more. But I understand, brother. I understand. I ain't gonna lie. You ever, and this Slayer talk, so not a lot of y'all bitch ass niggas won't really understand that. You ever be at a party or out somewhere and you get so many numbers that you don't save it or nothing like that, or you don't have no picture with her contact. So you boom, you get her number, you might text her like boom, and then by the end of the night you're like, yo, who the fuck is this? Or you might have given your number out, and then you get a text like, hey, it's me, and I'm like, who the fuck is me? Which one is? So that's when you just FaceTime her. That's when you just FaceTime her. And she don't notice you call her boo because you don't know her name. I'm telling you, man, let's not even get into it. Let's just not even get into it. I gotta save every number I forget. I used to definitely not save every number. That would never been on me. Getting the number saved is crazy. But with me though, I'm good with the last 4 digits. Chad, I'm just like I can like memorize segments of numbers easily. So like it honestly would benefit me to just do that. You ever got in a serious long relationship? If not, why? I did. So that answers your question. Y'all be saving numbers? You shouldn't be doing it, man. Listen, that gotta be earned, man. Like you experiment 2154 blah 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 until proven otherwise. Saving a number is crazy, bro. I just get their Instagrams. Wah, wah, wah. I need to add that sound, bro. I would have just played that. Bag more chicks off IG or in person, and it's night and day. I probably bagged under 50 women on IG in my life. But I've probably shot my shot at or bagged over. Let's not even make a number, right? But it's night and day. It's not even close. Over the years of my life, I've never really been heavy on Instagram or social media for like shooting my shot and using it to get women. It just never was my thing. And not even like I was good or bad at it, or it's more misses on there. It's just like I just never liked it. I never liked it for certain reasons. Number one, I remember I went on a 2-man with my homie, and we found out the bitches didn't even look like something I never had to experience, because if I bagged her in person, I knew what I was talking to from day one. I had to meet her and I had to see her and know what I was getting myself into. Even if it was a day that she just came to the whatever, or she was just at the bus stop going to school or whatever the case may be, I seen her. I know what I'm getting into. I never had to deal with no shit like that until social media. I just like in person for a lot of reasons, bro. Like I need her to know I'm not like these other niggas. And bagging a bitch in person is nothing like that. Niggas be so scared. When you walk up on a bitch and you give her that eye contact and tell her what to do. All right, go ahead, take my number down and blah, blah. And she got to pull out her. Man, she already know off the rip. She could have a roster. She could have whatever. She like, I'm on him. Look how he just carried himself. This looks promising. In person is just a million times better, brother. I'm just always better in person too. That's a random getting call yourself. Social media makes it easy to fake shit. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with it. If you ask me, that's just me personally. Why y'all think I don't make videos on these things? I don't make videos on DMing women. I don't make videos on using Tinder or using Bumble, using Hinge, because I don't use these apps. So why would I sit here and tell y'all to do things I don't do or can't vouch for doing? It's just not my game. But as a man with a lot of experience going at women in many different circumstances, going at chicks that I'm in a drive-through of McDonald's, going at chicks just walking past them in the mall, being the cashier at a register, being in school, taking chicks from their boyfriends. We all three of us work at the same job. You name it. Bagging my manager, bagging my supervisor, you name it. Walking up to groups of chicks by myself. You name the scenario. And I've gone through it and been successful. So that's what I speak on. I just speak on what I know I can do and what I'm very knowledgeable about doing. You know what I'm saying? Bagging a manager. That ain't nothing new. Niggas really want that raise. It wasn't even the job I was gonna get. It wasn't even a job I was even thinking about a raise at. It just was like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga like a porn script. Listen, let me tell you, brother. The manager is a different type of risk. It's not though. You know why? Because she around you consistently. So let me tell y'all something. Listen. There's so many different aspects of game, right? But let's just talk about a woman being attracted to you. You got some simple shit like a do or die moment, which is you approach her. You go have a short conversation, you go to give her your number or get her number, and y'all communicate after that, okay, so be it. But then you also have what I would like to call shit that marinates. And the shit that marinates is the shit like your neighbor, your manager, a chick you work with, a chick you go to school with. It could be even a chick you see in the gym, the chick that work at the desk at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Marinating game, I'm going to tell you something. If approaching, let's make up a percentage. If approaching, let's say I'm like 30% or some crazy shit, right? I wouldn't even be able to make up a number. I never even sat there and thought like, oh, let me think about how many numbers I got out of this, blah, 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 right? Let's just make this up though. When it comes to marinating game, I swear on my life, I'm like 90% from the field on everything. Or I'll be able to vouch for everything on that, bro. When it comes to like a shot that can cook or simmer in the oven. And I'm talking about, let's say, boom, you got hired at a job in June or some shit. And then, let's say there's 20 people that work at the job. It's 10 guys, 10 girls, and you want one of the girls at the job. And I don't shoot my shot that first day. Let that shit cook over that month, a little change, little interactions here and there. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Every time listen, brother, I don't know why. Just when I can marinate my shot, when I can... just let my personality simmer on a bitch. Just let it marinate a little bit. Just talk to her over time, break it down, boom. Let that attraction build. It's just a different game, bro. It's just I'm more successful that way. You still can never get rid of approaching a woman or shooting your shot. Go for what you want at the end of the day. If you see something you like, go talk to it. You know what I'm saying? The thing about the simmer shots, and listen, this is why I'm gonna tell you. Let me show you this clip, right? So people got on me, bro. This is false, and some people made some good points. It was a clip I posted, right? And actually, let me go to the TikTok. It'll be easier to find. And people don't know. See, especially when I speak on shit like this. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about, bro. And it's just like, if you don't know, you don't know, man. But if you know, then you know. So I made this video on TikTok and I was like, yo, a woman will literally watch your whole page. Hold on. I'm trying to find this clip. Bro, I had a clip where it was like, she'll be watching your stories all that, blah, 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 have a whole crush on you and won't even say nothing. Where the fuck is that clip? I honestly don't know where that clip is at. I thought I would have found it. On TikTok. Oh yeah, no, I got it.
You might.
All right,
But y'all don't. Life is not tested.
Hold on.
You might think that girl don't like you.
Hold on. Look at this clip, chat. Oh my God. Let me tell you something about this
She
one.
ain't shoot her shot at you or she not flirting. You might think that girl don't like you. She ain't shoot her shot at you or she not flirting. You might not be able to know if she likes you or not. I guarantee you she's paying attention. It be the same girls that don't speak up, they don't flirt, they don't do nothing to let you know that they like you. But they be paying attention to your every move. I swear to God, bro. Women are like that. Like, they will really study you before they even, like, decide whether or not you get a chance.
Now listen. This that marinating game. Or if you a social media guy, this that social media shit. Listen. So, let's say you follow a woman, y'all follow each other, boom, boom, boom. And you don't even shoot or slide in her DM that first day, right? A lot of dudes that, like, listen, let the slayers in here that speak on this shit. You may post shit over time and she might comment on your story. Or you might comment on her story once or twice. It ain't even you shooting your shot though. And then you eventually bag her later, like when you officially shoot. But y'all just been peeping each other for a while. She been peeping what you post, liking your posts. And this, I made this statement before. I made this video was before liking stories existed. You know what I'm saying? So all that niggas had was she might watch your story or react to it or say something under it or whatever. It might be something funny. It might be something so unrelated to that. But let's look at these comments, right? Got her walking past my class 4 times, looking at me. Don't be giving people false hope. Shit more confusing than chemistry. She don't like me, bro. Nah, she just ain't interested, bro. Nah, she ain't feeling you, cuz. Stop playing yourself. Alright, this one is crazy. She be flirting with other dudes. What am I supposed to, like, you're done. You're cooked. What he's saying is kind of true. A girl like me and I'll know the whole time and play dumb, wait until she's ready to say something. I like confident women. Personally, I'ma just say, if I want her, I'ma go for her. If I want her, I'ma do what I gotta do to get her. Even if what I'm describing in this situation is basically the guy not shooting his shot, so she is watching you. But the main reason I made this clip is because niggas need to know, like, bro, women are 10 times, listen, as men and women, we were supposed to be so different. Men supposed to be the hunters. Ayo said, I appreciate the 11 months, right? We supposed to be able to just see a woman we want and approach her, go for what we want, be bold enough to do it. Regardless if you hesitant, you fearful, shy, scared, you ain't, as a man, you supposed to just go for what you want, bro. That's just masculine energy, dude. Like, assertive energy. That's not how women are geared to be naturally, just naturally, right? So when we talk about shit like, oh, I wait for her to do what she wants, blah, blah, blah. Dog, let me tell you something. A woman will literally be on your dick. Beetle, I appreciate the 12 months. Listen, especially the badder she is, the more true this is. Because the baddest chicks, the prettiest chicks, be having the biggest egos. So they be the ones that be the most, they think they could get any nigga they want. They know that, you know, all guys just fall over them. So she gonna be the last one to be flirting on your story, commenting under it. Now these women can still shoot. She can still be attractive and shoot at you. She can still be attractive and put some effort or let something to be known. She might like a post or whatever the case may be. But oftentimes the prettiest chicks that know they get a lot of niggas, bro, they be the scariest woman. They're not going to speak up. They're not going to do anything because they just think you like them. She pretty, so prove that you want her anyway. That's just how they think. But the main point I'm getting at is it's a lot of niggas that don't even know that it's certain women that want them, right? She watching his story every day. She will talk about him to other people and everything. She might be sitting next to you in class, working with you at work and show no interest. And whole time, she really fucking wants you. She might have had a dream about you. She might fantasize about fucking you. Because a lot of y'all niggas don't even know women like sex even just as much, if not more than men. But guess what? She ain't never gonna shoot her shot. She ain't never gonna approach you. She ain't never gonna say nothing. But you know what I say to that? Don't even worry about it. Don't even think like, oh, she just don't want you because if she wanted to, she will. No, bro. Like, don't sit here and listen to me say this and say, oh, I have hope or I have less hope because fuck her. I want her to speak up, bro. I'm just making I'm just describing women to you. I'm just telling you about them. So as a man, it's not even my job to sit here and hear something like this or work harder or work less. Because if I want her, I'm gonna go for her regardless of if she's on my dick secretly or if she doesn't even know who I am. I'm not if I'm a real fucking man, I don't wait till a woman makes eye contact with me to approach her. I don't need no fucking choosing signal. I'm a bag of bitch and she ain't even see me yet. She ain't even facing my direction. If I'm really about approaching women and going to talk to them and shoot my shot, if I really go for what I want, so it won't make a difference. The main point I said that just because I've noticed in my life, boom, you graduate high school, you had these women like, oh, I wanted you since bang, bang, bang. Wanted me since when? Girl, you ain't never even said hi to me. On the contrary, you act weird. But here's what I would say to that. Here's where you step your game up as a man, right? You gotta stop reading mixed signals. You gotta stop guessing and anticipating. Think, am I getting what I want? Is she doing what I want or not? And if the answer is no, then don't even trip about it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, did she text me back yesterday? Did we get on the phone last night? No, did she link when I told her I wanted to see her? But at least bare minimum be that. When I planned the link, did we link? Right? And anything else you might want from that. I know a lot of y'all never had a woman cook for y'all. Never had a woman clean y'all crib. Never had a woman buy things for y'all. Now listen, what I'm going to say to that is either she's not that kind of person, whereas though she may look at it as an egotistical thing. You got to watch out for this shit, bro. That's a huge red flag to me. If a woman is like, if a person, not even just a woman, because it's like even like this with my homies. We don't count favors. If I knew somebody and they sat here and took everything I did for them and threw it in my face, or I took everything that they did for me and threw it in their face, this is a terrible relationship. That's the first red flag. If you notice something and somebody got like a tit for tat kind of mentality, like, oh, I just did this. What you do for me? If you ever hear somebody say, well, what you do for me? Huge red flag. Huge red flag. Because somebody who is affectionate, somebody who is caring, is going to do that. She's just going to... Now listen, if you messing with a woman early on, she might not know if you have other options. She might not know if she's overstepping her boundaries. So there may be certain things that she's not willing to do until she understands her place in your life. Then you got some women that they don't even have no place in your life and they just going to do that shit anyway. We just talking about various women. You got some women that feel entitled to all of this. They ain't gonna do shit. They want you to do everything, pay for everything, be everything for her, and she gonna have other options, and she gonna do what she want with you, and you ain't. I'm telling you, all these different things exist, but you gotta know how you gonna filter this woman from this woman, and how you gonna, choose who make it further on your roster, or who gonna be on your roster at all. We're doing reactions tonight. The night just started, brother. Why would you even ask a question like that? In fact, you see if she, with everything, fuck if she wanted to text you or not. If you want the link, is it guaranteed? On God. I don't know if that's just me personally, but I ain't never been one to give a fuck about a text. Like, I'm a bad texter myself. She might not hear from me, from, whenever. But, when we try and link, or she has my undivided attention when we spend time together. When we're not around each other, I'm probably giving my undivided attention to whatever I'm doing. Whether it's my stream, whether it's my, I'm playing an instrument, whether I'm learning something or I'm working on something. That's just the kind of man I am. I like to give my undivided attention to whatever I'm doing. And I feel like when I'm texting, it just is like and then, duck off. And then it's like and then I'm like, duck off. You know what I'm saying? I personally just don't like that. That's just me. Is there a difference between working hard and chasing something? You so I almost say you so smart, you dumb, but I don't even know what to call you, brother. You would be if you was a dog, you would be chasing your tail. I just know you would, running in circles and getting nowhere. You would definitely be the type of dog to chase your tail. you so. He been spamming the same question. Let me tell you this: if you spam something in the chat, I'm not more likely to read it. You'll probably get timed out and banned because I hate spam. It's annoying. I read it. I can speed read. I probably scanned it instantly and seen it. I think working hard is you have the passion for it, chasing it, you just in it for the cheese. I mean, yeah, if you want to apply it to something directly, but he asked a vague question. It didn't really have any context to what he was trying to talk about. And working hard is a state of being. Chasing something is working towards an end goal. It's a difference. It definitely is a difference. But what do you got to elaborate on your question before I just answer it in any way I can interpret it. Oh yeah, that's what I've been saying. You about to go in depth about how a man without a plan is not a man. You're not, especially not a masculine man. Do you know why? Because it's the difference between masculine and feminine traits and qualities and characteristics and energy, whatever someone wants to call it nowadays. Masculine is passion. Feminine is compassion. Masculine is passion. So passion is when you feel for something, when you're interested or serious or invested, or I'm trying not to use the word passion to define passion, but it's when you're focused towards something. Compassion is feeling something for someone or towards another person. That's the natural qualities of feminine and masculine energy, whether you put it in a man or a woman. A man may love something or care about something and, say, I'm going to take care, I'm going to work for it. Or I'm going to go obtain these resources and then give it to that thing. But the obtaining of the resources is how he would naturally want to, express his care for that thing. Is going towards whatever he's working towards. Compassion is I care for another person. It's like a mother to a child. Bro, you got a TV. Who the fuck has a TV in the bathroom? And as a man, you don't have a plan. You just are useless potential. And that should make you miserable. As a man, that should really make you miserable. Especially if you under the age of 60. And the reason I make the age so high is because you would be surprised how even I know people older than that working harder than people half or a quarter of their age. And it's disgusting. Hamza said masculine is sacrifice and feminine is flow of love. What's your opinion? That's his take. What are the best cars for teenagers? You could have equally Googled that. And what would make it the best? The price? The reliability? You know what I'm saying? We're just fuck with a TV in the bathroom. TV in the bathroom is crazy. If I got a TV in the bathroom, I would probably have one of them fancy ass tubs. I don't even take baths though. So even if I had a tub, like y'all know what I'm talking about, like them like heavy ass gold feet type of tubs. Think having a nice car can pull you girls? Not the girls I would want. Of course it would get the attention of some women, but it wouldn't be women I want. Am I tripping or do a lot of females lack integrity? I mean, I never in my mind said that tie integrity to a sex. Lack of integrity is a lack of integrity. Have you read the Quran? Not all of it, and I read a bunch of stories from the Quran. I used to take my dad's books. The girls I want can walk. What the hell did that mean? I bet you got an 80-inch in both of your living rooms. Who the fuck got 2 living? What are y'all talking about, man? Random question. If a female is dry, how do you address that to her? Dry how? Talking about texting? It's my dry pussy. Or dehydrated, dry, like she needs some water. You block them. I don't be blocking bitches. I ain't gonna lie. I blocked 2 women in my life, and in both cases, one of them was trying to argue, and I don't argue, so I blocked her. The second one was blowing my phone up, and I said, keep blowing my phone up, and I'm gonna block you for a week, and then I blocked her because she kept blowing it up. She had her friend call me, and they came to school that week begging me, like, why you block her? It's a whole different story for another day, man. Oh, my God. Worst one is when she not dry, but vanishes. Those be the weirdest cases, but you never know. It could be anything, brother. She could have been, her nigga could have came back in her life. You know. In both cases, she don't want you. Oh, God. I mean, I would say I'm a dry texter, right? But it don't really necessarily mean I don't want somebody. You know, I need, and that's why I gotta fuck with a woman who is on my same type of mentality with that. She respond quick, though. Screenshot your conversation. I bet y'all ain't talking about shit. Screenshot your conversation, DM it to me, and then tell me on Instagram. And I guarantee you send me 4 screenshots. We'll have 0 links. We'll have 0 substance. We'll have 0 plans or moves to be made. We'll have 0 statements or of sentences of impact be said. Just nothing. I can guarantee it. Just nothing. Filling up space. Y'all text each other because y'all bored. Why you think about friends that? Do you think about friends that hide sauce from their mans? I don't know. My niggas don't hide sauce from me, man. I don't even hang around no niggas like that. That's weird. Excuse me. This ain't social media be fucking up our brains. It depends on what's on your social media. Sauce. By sauce, I think he meant motion or bitches. If you talking about bitches, like I'm the nigga that hide sauce from my mans. Like I never was one of them niggas, bro, and not even on some selfish shit. Cause I've like niggas have went at chicks I bagged, you know what I'm saying? But I never like to go after a nigga's hand-me-downs. That just was me personally, and I ain't never like a nigga being in my bitches roster. So my bitches be locked in, you know what I'm saying? So I keep my business off the street, bro. I ain't never been the type of nigga to just be around a bunch of niggas talking about bitches. Like it happens, but it's not like I'm just exchanging bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like we on some type of draft pool. And then when times that I've done that, you gotta be super close to me, bro. Super close. Like I can count on one hand how many niggas I probably would even have a conversation like that with. Hand-me-downs. No, you got niggas that's like that, bro. Like, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I know a couple homies that be on that. Like, you know, they share bitches. They pass bitches around. I got 2 homies that lost their virginity to the same chick. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. See, if they don't care, then they don't care. She got a double. Oh man, double homicide. Yo, reason I'm struggling. Yeah, me personally, no, I'm cool off that. You know what I'm saying? My pride just been too much, man. I used to be head hunting for like shit that niggas couldn't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And I had chicks that niggas had before, but it's like I liked it to keep that low. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like I could probably name every chick that I'm talking about that fit that description. You know what I'm saying? That probably talked to some other dude or blah 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 something like that. But I like this shit to where I got it first. Anything after me, I don't give a fuck. Anything after me, I don't give a fuck. I like the nice hidden gems. I ain't like the ran through ones. That's just always been me personally. I never did. And something about that just was like it just didn't make it fun to me. I used to just get bitches for the fun of the game, man. And if it was like she was easy or ran through or something like that, bro, it just was like a turnoff. Now if you just trying to run your body count up, you might be the type of nigga that, man, I don't give a fuck. If she fucking, and I'm at it. I'm right at it. I'm taking what I can get. You know what I'm saying? But I was fucking and getting what I want. So I ain't really had to have that type of take what I can get type of mentality. I be telling bitches I don't care about no other nigga besides me and be leaving their ass speechless. Yeah, they don't be ready for that. They be ready for the nigga to say, oh, block him. Bro, if you gotta tell your girl to block somebody, like, we don't talk about these kind of things, bro. If you have to tell your girl to block somebody, if you had to tell her to do this or do that, like, it doesn't even say something about your trust in her. It just says something about the situation she's put herself into. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, on one end, it's like you drawn. You think that the extra mile you go will make her more loyal. When loyalty is a virtue. Loyalty is loyalty. You're loyal or you're not. You're not as loyal as I make you. You're loyal or you're not. You got bitches that get cheated on and still stay with their nigga and still don't cheat back and still don't, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So you got niggas that don't even check their bitch's phone and they ain't getting cheated on. But you got niggas that check all the phones, have all the passwords, all the things, and they still get cheated on. Or your home wrecker. I've done it a couple times. I'm gonna say this though. I never got caught fucking no nigga bitch. I never had a situation where it was like, oh, I fucked this bitch and then she get caught and then they break up and me personally, I ain't. So am I technically a home wrecker if it didn't happen or it wasn't known to have happened? Not really. I don't think that's the same. I'd rather make a vagabond, no. Let alone niggas become suicidal over the bit too, man. It's a whole lot of shit, brother. Don't let me express my real opinion on it. That's sad, not gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Most of the time, where I was put in a position to fuck somebody's girlfriend, it really didn't take much work. So I wasn't even on an agenda of like, oh, I want to fuck his bitch, or it. You know what the funny part is? A lot of times the chicks I would fuck with who had boyfriends would talk about their boyfriend. Or initially, like let's say we work at the same job or whatever the case may be. I remember one time a chick boyfriend was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, should have known that was runs. Facts, it starts with them complaining about them. Not even complaining. I ain't finna listen to no bitch complain about no nigga. You crazy? What type of shit y'all talking about? What, so I can say some sucker ass shit like, well, that's not how you deserve to be treated. Oh my God. I need you to be all the way fucking for real. The girls with boyfriends be the easiest. Not all of them. You definitely gonna come across some bitches that will hold their nigga down in the talking stage. 100. It's women out here that do it. You listen. You come at enough women, and you know you can get them, and you know you good at it. You really see it be in a situation where like, man, this chick ain't gonna cheat no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try. They always craving something new. That's not entirely true, because women that stay in long-term relationships and never cheat, it's not that they never crave something new. You know, fundamentally, in situations that I've observed, it's really a couple reasons that women cheat. Number one, she was a cheater to begin with. Like, she just is easy. She like, the nigga cuffed a whore, so anybody could fuck and everybody can fuck, and he cuffed her, and then she got with him, and she still was easy and accessible, even in no morals. Number two, he cheated first. A lot of women cheat like that, like I'm getting my lick back. Like, a lot of women do that. Then number three, a lot of times, and this is how shit might happen to me. It either would start as emotional cheating, and then bam, she's mine. Or number three, it's like I'm exciting to her. Her nigga ain't got he's boring. He don't have no substance, no motion, no conversation. Can't fuck. Can't like. Don't even get me started. I don't want to make y'all feel bad about yourself, because I fucking around might be start describing y'all. But, you know, like, we could just chalk that last reason into unfulfilled. Like, there's some aspect of the relationship which is like, she just knows she ain't there. But as a man, I feel like I'll be able to smell that. Like, my bitch don't really like me. Am I wrong for that? I can't be the only one that think I would be able to smell that. Like, my bitch don't really like me, man. Because I've seen shit, right? And this is when I was in college, man. Lord have mercy. Now this is like post toxic tie era. This is like I'm locked in. I'm focused. Now I was still fucking around and, you know, doing things, but I wasn't going crazy. Bitches was not even my top 20 priorities in life at all. If the ones I was getting, we just not even gonna talk about it, right? Niggas got to college and started going crazy. I got to college and started becoming more focused, which is why I'm glad I ran through my shit all through high school, because when I got to college, it didn't seem like no hype to me. I done seen niggas come to college with like 8 bodies and then get like 20 their first semester. And I'm glad I done went all through those motions. So when I get to college, it's like the access of women didn't make me lose myself. It didn't make me say, oh, I'm about to start. It was no excitement too, because I already was, like, it didn't seem like nothing crazy to me. So when I got to college, I was able to be more neutral with a lot of my relationships with women. There was women I strictly studied with. There was women I was strictly cool with. It was a lot of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you be around these women, right? Now, let's say, you know, we lived on the same floor or whatever. I might just go hang in her room, and it might be her other girlfriend, and then her other roommate, right? And, you know, they just talking or whatever, y'all having a conversation. I will never fucking forget. I was just in there chilling, you know, doing my whatever. Boom, dog. This chick over here talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna break up with him after Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna wait until then. And I like looked over. I'm like, I wanted to say to her so bad, why wait until after that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, at this point, I already knew. I already done seen it all, right? I already know. A lot of times when a woman is going to break up with her boyfriend, if she initiates the breakup, she already knew she was going to do it for a long time. There's only a couple reasons why she didn't do it. She was trying to give him a chance. She was waiting for some time period. Like the girl said, I'm gonna wait until after Thanksgiving, blah blah blah. I had never seen a woman verbally express it. That was just so openly. That's what was so funny about it to me. She just like open, like it was crazy to me, bro. A lot of times if a woman initiates the breakup, she been knew she was gonna. It's never a spontaneous. Oh, I woke up one day and this was like, okay, this is the same day I knew I didn't want to be with him. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. They always a step ahead. You know what I'm saying? And now this is usually why and how the emotional cheating will come first, because she's dragging along with this relationship that she knows she doesn't want to be in. So she's already started to open up to what she could be getting herself into. Even if it ain't fucking a million different niggas. It might be another guy that she wants to get into another relationship with. Some women are like that. They ain't never just gonna be ran through. They just want to go from relationship to a relationship. They not just going, you know what I'm saying? Some women go through that single phase where they, I don't want to just mess with no dudes and blah, blah, blah. And then she might try to get some dick on the side and all that, whatever. But from my experience, from what I've seen, from the woman I've even, not even talked to as in I'm fucking with them. But a lot of y'all don't know, like, before this shit was on the internet, I was getting advice in real life. And a lot of it was talking to a woman that was comfortable enough to talk to me and ask me for advice. And I ain't got no type of, it's completely platonic. It's not like I'm fucking them or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You get to see how they think, etc. What's going on and where that shit at, and you observe it from both sides. I've always been a curious motherfucker. So even with the woman who I've had fucked that had boyfriends, I would like still be treating myself like a science experiment. Like, what is it that I'm noticing? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get this straight first and foremost. Morally, as much as y'all see shit on the internet, or she on the phone with her boyfriend while at another dude's crib, or she all this, you have to know this, that morally, there are women out there who would never, ever do no shit like that. Ever. Now, we can say nowadays it's more rare because of what's portrayed, but I would just say you have to get you a woman that is not in the mix. I'm not even saying her being in the mix makes her more likely to be a cheater. I'm gonna just say that there's a lot of popular mindsets and mentalities that is on the internet. And if a woman is constantly using the internet, constantly using online, she can become what she sees and what she listens to. I'm not saying all women who are on social media are like that, but it's more likely because people are what they consume. People just become what they see, especially if they never knew who they were to begin with. But guess what? A woman who always knew who she was is the same type of woman who would never cheat because it goes against her morals and her standards. Also things takes another man while sitting on my bed. Right. It's women that would never. They rather break up with their man before they will ever cheat on him. They'd rather break up with their man before they ever start considering other dudes as options. Because they just know what's wrong. And outside of even doing it to that guy, they would never go against their morals. Lifetime warranty on a position that every man gets experience. Every man not worthy of it though. Every man not going to touch a woman in the way that she can be touched in order for her to say, yeah, I'm with you till the wheels fall off. Dog, I've had women say shit to me like, either we'll be married or we're at least gonna have a kid together. Multiple different women, and I'm like, I'm just as speechless as when they say it as I am now. But a lot of times that has nothing to do with anything sexual. That has to do with how I've made an impact on her as a person. And she's like, I don't know, seeing such a role model in me, or a father figure, or a person of value that she wants in her life. And that's what strikes them to say that. How's that? So I appreciate the 10 months. If you blank years old and not married by then, marry me. That's not how it was worded when it was said to me. Like, they trying to give ultimatums or something. Either we're going to be this or we're going to be that. It's like, kind of need my consent. You know what I'm saying? I kind of need to agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's the thought that counts. Do you recommend getting a relationship in college? What does... See, you one of those... I know, brother. I know. Oh, you send your girl to college. She going to be ran through. You send it here, and then she going to be blah, blah, blah. Brother. These niggas be cuffing whores. And then she go do some hoe shit. And then they think college did it. You know what? A lot of situations like that happen is if she's growing faster than her man. Like she knows she with a nigga and she could do better than him. And she can get a better man. And I don't mean better as in he drives a Honda and the next guy drives a fucking Lamborghini. I mean like at least the next guy is trying to get his life together. Man, like a lot of chicks come out of high school not having being exposed to a lot of different men. Or men of quality. Then she go to college and she coming across this dude. First of all, her boyfriend, she had to get him a job. He driving her car. She paying for everything with him. And she go to college and then she like, damn, you got dudes who know how to communicate, who can articulate themselves. You got dudes who or thinking about a career, who are ambitious. And you got my boyfriend who want to live a small town life for the rest of his life. And he ain't got no hustle. He just, all he want to do is have sex. That's all. She quickly sees why substance matters more. And why purpose is one of the most attractive things that a woman can see in a man. We can talk all this 6'5", money, status, and all these things. But even status in and of itself and all that success that a woman may like in a man infers that he is driven, that he is disciplined, that he takes risks. Because how else would he come above all the other men that are competing with him or quote unquote competing with him? You playing some stuff? No, I just be going off the floor. I ain't gonna lie. I'm more of a chill guy. I don't know if it's me, but how do I add character with how I act? Because I don't talk that much. Don't you realize the most low IQ? Just be in public, right? Just go somewhere in public and just shh and listen. Just listen to all the people talking around you. I guarantee you will hear the most Neanderthal, Nimrod, low IQ, zero substance conversations you've ever heard in your life. What the fuck? Bro, my leg just clicked the song. Put my phone on my desk. Bro, that shit scared the shit out of me. I'm like, y'all ain't got no fucking ringtone. But listen, so do you want to be a motherfucker that talk all day, or you want to be a motherfucker that says things that have value and mean things? To the point where you could get paid to talk. Like yours truly. You ain't just going to see me having a bunch of senseless conversations. And I'm a great and excellent communicator. I'm always speaking with a purpose. Always. I just was coming in my apartment, getting on the elevator from the garage. Dude pressed the elevator button. You know, he got his dog with him, blah, blah, blah. We ended up, and I was like, damn, I want to get a dog, whatever. Just starting off senseless. How the fuck we end the conversation with talking about buying properties? Because I'm always talking with a purpose. I'm always keen and quick to catch on when I'm talking to somebody that and it can get somewhere. Always. I ain't just having a whole lot of NPC nothing, bro. I don't even want to be like that.